Did you know that monkeys have names for each other? I'm not kidding. A new study found that marmosets, a type of monkey, use unique calls to address one another, kind of like how we use names. They make these whistle-like sounds called fee calls, and each of these calls can actually signal a specific monkey. Now, we only see this behavior typically in humans, and now more recently, dolphins and elephants. But this is the first time we're seeing this in non-human primates. So marmosets live in dense forests, and they're usually out of sight with one another. And so they've developed these fee calls for long-distance communication. So originally, scientists thought that these calls signaled their location to other marmosets. It was kind of like a, "Hey, I'm here" call. But with AI analysis, scientists found out that there were unique patterns. So these monkeys were actually addressing the other person. It was kind of more like a, "Hey, are you over there" call. In the study, they had marmosets in a room, and then they would put a barrier between them. And once they put the barrier, they would talk to each other using these fee calls. After listening to about 50,000 calls, scientists found out that marmosets knew when somebody was calling them specifically, and they responded more accurately when that name was called. So not only do they have names, but they recognize those names and respond when they're called. They even found that marmosets from the same family used similar calls for one marmoset, kind of like a dialect. And if there was a marmoset from a different family, that marmoset was able to learn the new dialect. This is huge because it could tell us about how human language evolved. Because until now, scientists thought that complex vocal learning was uniquely a human thing. So now the question is this a unique ability, or have we just not been listening closely enough to other animals? Researchers now believe that we might find similar communication between other animals, and this will completely change how we think about animal communication and their intelligence.